Welcome to TMHNU Nada Saswadi Public School, Vadavapatti. I am Kalar Ani, Department of Social Science. Good morning, student. How are you? I hope you are all fine. Now I am going to take the class for 8th. Topic is from tribe to territory. We learned about some headings in this lesson in last video, isn't it? Remaining parts shall we see in this video. The European Company came to India for trading. The British East Indian Company set up in Bengal. Battle of Plassey took in 1756. The Battle of Buxar took in 1764. The company rule expanded. Tipu Sultan and 4 Anglo-Mysore War fought. Under this heading, we learned last video. Remaining parts shall we see in this video. Next we see the Battle of Third Panipat. The Maratha had weakened after the Battle of Third Panipat in 1761. In this battle, Marathas were defeated. Next we see the Anglo-Maratha War. 3 Anglo-Maratha wars were fought between 1775 to 1818. The Marathas were divided into many states. These states ruled by many Maratha clans such as the Bhonsle, Scindia and Kolkar. The chiefs of these clans were held together in a confederacy under the Peshwa. Peshwa means Prime Minister. Peshwa was the minister and administrative head living in Pune. The First Anglo-Maratha War. The First Anglo-Maratha War was fought during 1775 to 1782. The war ended with the Treaty of Salbai. There was no clear victory in this battle. Next is Second Anglo-Maratha War. The Second Anglo-Maratha War was fought on different front from 1803 to 1805. In this war, the British gaining Orissa, Agra and Delhi and north of Yamuna River. Third Anglo-Maratha War from 1817 to 1818. In this battle, British completely crushing the Maratha power. The Peshwa was removed and sent away to Bittur near Kanpur with a pension. Now the company had complete control over the south of Vindhyas. Next we see the Lord Hastings. Lord Hastings was the first Governor General of India from 1813. Lord Hastings initiated a new policy of paramountcy in India. Under this policy, the company claimed that its authority was supreme. Its power was greater than other Indian states. In order to protect, it was justified in annexing or threatening to army and annex any Indian kingdom. For example, the British tried to annex the small state of Kittur. Rani Chennamma was the ruler of Kittur. She led an anti-British movement. She was arrested in 1824 and died in the prison in 1829. But Rayana, a poor Chowkidar of Sangoli in Kittur, destroyed many British camps and records. He also cut and hanged in 1839. Next, the British wanted to secure their control over the northwest. They fought a prolonged war with Afghanistan between 1838 to 1842 and established indirect company rule there. Sindh also taken by British in 1843. Punjab ruled by Maharaja Ranjit Singh. During his period, the British did not interfere in their internal affairs. After his death in 1839, there was struggle for power. 2 Anglo-Sikh wars were fought during this time. The Sikhs were defeated in both wars. In 1849, Punjab was annexed by Lord Dalhousie. Lord Dalhousie was the Governor General of India from 1848 to 1856. He devised a policy known as the Doctrine of Lapse. This means if an Indian ruler died without a male child, his kingdom was lapsed. That is, become part of company territory under this policy. Many states like Satara, Sambalpur, Udaipur, Nagpur and Jhansi were undertaken by the company in 1856 under this policy. Awadh also undertaken by the company through annexation policy of misgovernment. Next we see the setting up a new administration. The British divided their territories into administrative unit called Presidency. Bengal, Bombay and Madras were the three presidency. Each presidency was ruled by governor. The supreme head of the administration was the Governor General. Warren Hastings was the first Governor General of India. He introduced several administrative reforms. Next we see the new system of justice. In 1772, a new system of justice was established. Each district have two courts, that is criminal and civil court. The district collectors preside over the civil court. The criminal court were under a Qazi and Mufti, but under the supervising the collector. The Supreme Court was established at Calcutta in 1774. The Mughal army was mainly composed cavalry and infantry. In 1820, British soldiers were used musket and matchlock. Musket means a heavy gun used by the infantry soldier. Matchlock means an early type of gun in which the powder was ignited by a match. This is a matchlock. First time the British began to develop a uniform military system. The company army was well trained and disciplined and regulated. They received good salary regularly. Caste and community feeling were ignored in building a force of professional soldiers. The English came to India as small traders, but gradually they emerged as a supreme political power in the country. The political power was transferred from company to British crown after 1857 revolt. Almost the company came to exercise direct rule over 63% of territory and 78% of people of Indian subcontinent. It also had indirect control over other territories and people of India. Thus, almost whole of India came under the British control up to 1947. Do you have any doubt in this lesson, students? Okay, thank you.